Okay, here it is, my conclusion of my 4-part series of Final Fantasy battle themes. I hope you guys enjoy it. Remember, it's just my opinion. Enjoy. Alright, you guys should know by now why this is on the number 10 spot. Yep, the original Final Fantasy didn't have final boss music either. It's this theme for normal, boss, and final boss encounters. But hey, to add some significance, it's the last time you hear the song. Now, Final Fantasy II also did not have a final boss music, but rather reused its boss battle theme for the battle against the Emperor. I think it works slightly better than Final Fantasy I reusing one theme over and over again, which is why this gets the number 9 spot. Seriously, I can understand why the first game doesn't have final boss music, but why does this one have none as well? Holy shit, an 8-bit Final Fantasy that has final boss music? Say it isn't so. Well, yeah, it took them to the 3rd installment to finally give the final boss a final boss theme, but with that said, it's rather enjoyable. I mean, out of all the final boss themes, this is the one I like the least. I still like it, just not as much as the others. Alright, now some of you may be thinking that this theme shouldn't count because the final battle against Yevon is so piss-easy and impossible to lose that it shouldn't qualify as a final boss theme. You know what? You're right. I mean, really, the battle against Jack is technically the final boss, because you can actually lose to him. And if you haven't properly prepared yourself, he will pretty much mop the floor with you. By the time you get to the Aeons and New Yevon, you've already won the game. With that said, the battle music against New Yevon is rather nice. I'm a sucker for the piano, so I can see why I like the theme. But Otherworld just kicks ass as a battle theme altogether. I mean, could you think of a better theme to go against something that looks like this? Besides the incredibly seizure-inducing background and the fact that Neo Exdeath is so goddamn close enough to kiss Bart's here, I think this is a damn good track. Fast-paced, fits the environment, or lack thereof, and it sounds exactly what a final boss battle theme should. Threatening. said that Final Fantasy V's final battle theme sounded great because it delivers everything a final boss battle theme should. But Final Fantasy IX gets the number 5 spot only because I think it does it a little bit better. Necron, I can forgive you for showing up out of nowhere only because I really like your theme music. But seriously, where the fuck did you come from? If there's seriously one thing I can salvage from my experiences with Final Fantasy VIII, it's the music. I mean, it's a very nice soundtrack, especially this theme. It starts off all calm and menacing, but then that guitar kicks in and we have ourselves a final boss battle. Menacing, good use of instruments, and brownie points for being just incredibly catchy. Does not get more intense than this. Besides sporting what I think is the coolest background of all Final Fantasy battle scenes, this theme just screams Final Boss. I mean, could you get a better sounding tune to fit with this thing? I mean, look at it! You know it took me into the DS version to realize this thing had a face? Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, fantastic theme. My only gripe with it is its length. It's too goddamn short. Alright, now for the final two. Now this is where I really had a hard time deciding which was better than the other. But remember, in the end, this is just my opinion, and forgive me if it's been done before. I remember my first encounter with this boss. The theme beginning with nothing but black on the screen, then it slowly reveals the backdrop of the final boss battle. Then Sephiroth slowly descends with some sort of mutated shit in his right arm and about 6 wings. It didn't make any sense to me, but I didn't care. Because that's when the Latin vocals kicked in and my 10-year-old mind was forever mesmerized. I mean, I was like, holy shit, this guy's packing Latin vocals, and it sounds awesome. Wait, I lost? Who cares? This theme kicks ass. I mean, there's gotta be a reason it's been remixed and arranged about as much times as World 1 on Super Mario Bros. How can one not think this is an awesome final boss theme? I mean, yeah, there's people who think the game's overrated, I can't blame them for that, but come on, this theme just reeks of crazy awesome. And it's not even my #1 pick! Clocking in at a whopping 17 minutes, Dancing Mad, to me, is the definitive final boss theme of Final Fantasy. Now, I mentioned how my first encounter with One Winged Angel left me mesmerized, but this theme and setting forever burned a memory into my head that I'll never forget. Holy crap, what the hell is this thing? I really couldn't care because this theme is awesome so far. Okay, pretty smooth, and wait, it's not over. Jesus, what in God's name is this thing? The music just picked up a notch. Wow, this is turning to be pretty good. Okay, that's done with, and Jesus, there's still more? How long is this boss fight? Who cares, the music just changed again, and wow, I love those echo effects. Alright, was that it? No, it's still moving upwards. Holy shit. That was awesome! And the rest is history. To me, it simply does not get better than this. Every section of the song is incredible, and when it reaches that climax at the end with the hardcore version of Kefka's theme, wow. Of course, I really have to thank my Uncle Greg for getting me into Final Fantasy in the first place. If it weren't for him, who knows how long it would have took me to recognize just how awesome this theme is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of my 4-part series of the Final Fantasy battle themes. Jesus, when did I begin this series in the first place? February of last year? It took me a whole year to finish this series?